Transacting in this real estate property market completely different to the last 6 months or 12 months. Let's talk about it, the great real estate washout.
Well, there goes another week just like that. And the ever-changing, isn't it? It's just flying by. The ever-changing real estate market, I tell you what, we could do a daily update on what's taking place in the real estate market at the moment. There's so much that happens within a 24-hour period.
It's like the weather.
Yeah, it is actually. It really is. Yeah. And the thing is, guys, you know, Mark and I were just looking, and I can't even believe I'm about to say this, but Mark and I were looking at some data this morning. I don't know what's become of me because I don't like data. That's just the way my mind works. I don't love mathematics, never have.
Data doesn't lie.
No, the data doesn't lie. But the data is slow. All right. So please, I've had many clients.
It's a reflection.
It is. It's a reflection. So we can follow the patterns of what the data's doing.
Yeah.
But data's slow, and it can be as slow as 3 months back. By the time, you know, companies like RP Data, CoreLogic correlate all of the data, it's not relevant to exactly what's taking place right now today.
Well said. I still love data.
Mark loves data. I'm a words girl, in case you hadn't noticed, and Mark's a numbers boy.
You were good in English, I was good in maths.
Yep, 4-unit English, loved it. Give me something to write and I'll just, love it. But maths not great. Were you 4-unit man?
Yeah.
You were not, Mark. We just, by the way, let's talk about your school report that we found. We've been doing a big cleanup at home.
Yeah.
And our youngest daughter found Mark's school report. And wondered what all the Fs were in the school report because they don't give Fs anymore. And I said, well,
teachers were mean back then.
Yeah, they were.
They were mean.
I don't think there was a lot of truths in what they said.
Yeah, lucky I didn't have confidence issues. I would have been a broken child.
They actually, so this is a true story. They got Mark back to come and speak with the Year 12 school students about how a naughty child could turn out to be a success, and they called on Mark to come and speak to the students.
Yeah.
True story.
The funniest thing in the report at the end is when it said, like, it was just a rotten report, and at the end it said requirement for parent to come and visit the principal and teacher, and it said no. So I was like, we completely give up on this kid. We don't even want to see the parents keep trying. Enough's enough.
You had a ponytail. I think that spoke volumes at the time.
In Year 3?
No, you didn't have a ponytail in Year 3.
No, it was Year 3 report.
Yeah, it was the Year 3. I don't think they got any better from there.
Real estate.
But the market, guys, so it's ever changing. But what's really changed, particularly over the last week, is the low levels of stock, new stock that we're seeing that's coming onto the market.
Yeah.
All right. So not a lot of stock. Still buyers around. You only just need to go to the sold section of realestate.com to see that property is still selling. Not at the level that it was 12 weeks ago, but stock is still selling. It's all over the place. We just exchanged a lovely 2-bedder in Howard Avenue, 65 metres squared, for $1.60.
Not bad.
Right? So that was about an $850 apartment about 12 months ago. So the market's not down, guys.
What are you seeing, Jeff? I'd love to know. Jeff's a local real estate agent.
Good morning. Hi, Jeff. How are you? I hope you're well.
Now, I reckon that if your interest rates are going to change, which everyone's suggesting, if I'm a punting man, I would say I don't think variable is going to change that much.
Yep.
Anyway, it's another thing.
Opinions. These are our opinions.
Our opinions.
Yep.
But if what I am seeing is that the threshold of achieving a loan getting a loan is going to change. So I think the rate of assessment is going to be a lot harder in the next 6, 12, 18 months.
Right.
You're simply not going to get the loan even if you're ready to buy the property. So I actually think it's a really good time to be getting into something because it used to be a property play. who could find the best price, what can you develop the property into, or la 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 la. But now it's a finance play. So it's, can you get the funding? It's just so much harder since they, the Royal Commission did all that
open banking and everything.
Open banking, all that. So I reckon, guys, if you do have the ability, take the opportunity now.
I agree.
Because that opportunity may be taken away from you.
So here's my opinion. Here's what I think. I'm calling it, and I want to document it right now. I am calling this the half-yearly clearance sale. Just be aware, guys. I did a video yesterday to buyers that are saying, to the we will wait buyers, I called them. The we will wait buyers. So, the ones that I've been speaking to this week that are going, you know what, we're just going to wait until after the election. Yesterday I made 186 phone calls, outbound calls, spoke to quite a lot of people, and the vast majority was saying, just going to wait until after the election.
See what happens.
And I said, well, if you all wait until after the election, what do you reckon is going to happen? You're going to build that competition again. So I'm saying to all buyers, my opinion, the next 4 weeks in the lead up to the election, you've got the David Jones half-yearly clearance sale. Make good use of it, because I believe, in my opinion, we're going to see more stock come to market as soon as the election is over. I'm not into politics. In fact, I don't really follow politics that much, but if I was going to take a punt, I would say probably the Libs will just skim in. I think it's going to be a bit of a close call, in my opinion. And I think, then the market's going to take off again. That's my opinion.
We will wait because it's public holiday. So we've had Easter, then this 4-day lull in between, 5-day for a real estate agent. And then another public holiday, bit of a lull. We will wait. Interest rates are maybe going up. We will wait.
Floods. Floods.
The
rain. The rain's coming. We're going to wait.
We will wait.
Yep.
Elections in 5 weeks' time.
21st of May.
We will wait. So the we will wait sentiment in the buyer market is definitely there.
So, and then here's what happens, Mark, when people wait. What are you waiting for, actually? Are you waiting for the market to come down more? Because let me ask you this. How do you know when the market has hit rock bottom, guys? How do you know when the market has hit rock bottom? The only way you know when the market's hit rock bottom is when the prices start to come up again, and then you're like, damn, I should have bought when the market came off. The market's come off. This is it. So, there's not much more room for it to come off. In fact, apartments on the Northern Beaches have not been overly affected.
Houses,
houses, but not apartments.
I get this. I think I'm really passionate about this. Everyone, if you look at the property market, like getting into a lift and moving up in a skyscraper, say it's a 20-story building, and that's the property market.
Yeah.
You really want to get in at level 1, ride the lift the whole way, and get to level 20.
Yeah.
That's the perfect run. But what we're saying with property at the moment is it's okay if you get in a little bit late. It's okay if you get out a little bit early. So if you get in at level 3 or 4 and you get out at level 16, 17, 18, or you went to level 20 and it came back to level 17, you still did well. You still went up 15 stories on the property ladder. So I think people have got to be, and then I remember Tom Panos, a great trainer, said to us that the feeling of loss is so much more overbearing than the feeling of gain. So because people have been chipped a little bit on their price lately, they just remember that, but they forget that they've made 500,000, but they just so remember they've just lost 50.
But here's the thing, it's very hard to time it as well. So I was speaking with a lovely vendor. I'm looking at bringing a property on, and he's looking to buy in Chatswood. And he said, you know what, I'm just, finding, I just can't find anything at the moment. I said, that's okay, let's bring you on, get you a nice long settlement once we get you sold. And he said, I was hoping that I might get a little bit more when I came to him with the pricing. And I said, I know, but you're also going to be paying less for your property. You've got to be purchasing in the same market. So, a lot of people are trying to play roulette with property. I'm going to sell high and I'm going to buy low. That is the near impossible thing to do in real estate. It honestly is. You're much better off going to the casino and actually betting on red or black.
Yep.
You know, it's near impossible to play it. The property market is always long-term. So there are predictions, Mark, for the property market. Yes, it's cooled, particularly on the northern beaches. I speak to lots of agents around the country. Most of them are saying the same. I think Queensland is yet to come off.
Yeah, I want to say that.
Yeah, but it was also slower to start. It was slower to pick up.
So there are I do find that Sydney's very responsive. They're first to market. They're very reactive, and I do find that regional Australia and I do find that places like Queensland just that little bit slower in reacting.
Prestige market also doesn't seem to have been as it has certainly been affected, but not as affected. So it's all very sporadic at the moment. Please don't play that property market game. You will never win. The only way you're going to win is when you buy a property whenever and hold it long term. So, yeah, just watch that market. It is extremely all over the place at the moment.
And I know that
4 weeks, David Jones half-yearly clearance sale. Remember it, guys? I'm calling it. Let's document it right now.
And, guys, people that are stepping out of the market, taking your money out of the property market, not feeling like we'll wait. Please remember what I said right at the beginning of the show. Maybe you won't get the funding. So to sit on the market for a year and come back in a year's time and think you're really clever because you're buying for less, which could possibly happen.
Agreed.
You may find you're really clever, you're buying for less, but the banks will not give you the money.
Watch that.
So that is a huge
watch that.
Watch out for.
Jeff Luby, Jewish principle, buy in the bad market and sell in the good. You know what? That is, I think that's just a general rule of thumb, isn't it? If you follow look at what Mr. Triggerbov does, right? Do you think he cares what the market's doing? He couldn't care less. What he does is he's just a smart man, isn't he? If you want to work out how to make money in real estate, just follow the people that have made crap loads of money in it. You know what I mean? Like, why reinvent the wheel?
Oh, yeah.
Why reinvent the wheel? But buyers, buy now. That is my opinion. 4 weeks, right? As soon as that election has hit and is over, this is it. I remember calling this 2 years ago, Mark, and I remember people, I must find that video. I must find that video. We were just coming into a massive lockdown.
You didn't have a half-yearly sale last year, but you had one the year
It was 2 years ago. I got to find the video. And we were just going into a massive lockdown, and I remember, because people were messaging me going, how ridiculous, do you realise what's going on in the world? And the market went like this. It went down, and then what did it do? It went boink and straight back up again.
But
so interesting times.
Before we go, Harry Triggerbov, big fan.
Yes.
Why doesn't everyone do what he does?
Don't know.
It's very hard.
Don't know. For the same reason. It's the same reason. You know, when someone loses weight and you go, how did you do it? And they go, well, I've just been really good with my diet and exercise. And you go, oh God, no. You know, people don't want to do that. It's too hard.
Yeah.
That's why.
He's the builder of the most amount of apartments in Australia. Have a good look into this guy. Study this man. He's an amazing man. And watch his property trends and what he does and how he works.
Yeah.
And he's one thing that I've noticed is he's very firm in his movements. He doesn't chop and change. And he's very long-term in his movements. And he's very counterintuitive. So if everyone's zigging, he's zagging.
Yeah.
So I work closely with those guys.
We like to do that. If everyone's going left, we go right.
The last 3-4 years, I've been working closely with some of their management team, and some of the stuff that comes out of that office is just pure genius.
It's impressive.
And to watch that, like, you know, when they're acquiring what they're acquiring and stuff like that. I think it's a very interesting thing. So if you're a big property person, have a look deeply into that man. He's an inspirational man, and it's very good to work at. I think he's seen probably a good 4 or 5 property cycles. So that's pretty cool.
I agree. Just a big shout out as well to the Daily Telegraph, big article that came out this morning. I think it came out. Just mentioning some of the real estate. What do they call that, Mark?
I call them the hardest working real estate agents.
Yeah.
Because
meet some of the top real estate agents of the Northern Beaches. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. What a great honour. So I do appreciate that. Big honour.
2 girls, 2 boys, very hard workers.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. There's no luck involved.
No. That's
us, guys.
That's the Friday frenzy. Everyone, thank you for watching. Have a beautiful weekend. Respect to the Anzacs.
Yes.
Go hard with your 2-up. Public holiday Monday.
Yep, the month of public holidays.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Enjoy your families, and I think it's going to be sunny, rainy.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Enjoy.
See you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Bit slow.